Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. This in actuality will be a discussion of the 2018 E Revo. So bear in mind, I'm going to be talking a few things with you guys, and we'll just, start this off very quickly. So stay tuned. I'm going to wait for people to start jumping in, and we're going to get into a discussion, pretty big discussion about what's initially transpiring with this RC. So I'll wait for people to just to join in, and we'll work on it from that point on. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For all you people that are just joining in, and I'll go over a few things with you guys once we get into this discussion about this RC and people that have in actuality helped me even look this up. Primarily, what we're going to be discussing is this RC right here, and this is the new 2018 E Revo, and a lot of things are going to be happening with this E Revo. So I'm just want to go across and just have a quick discussion on this. So let's RC King. To be honest, I'm more hyped about the desert truck. We'll talk about the desert truck in a few and the price point that the desert truck is coming in, and at all the aspects of the desert truck as well. I don't have nothing to talk about. Yes, and once again, the guy that in actuality sent me these pictures is Mr. Anthony Harris. So once again, thank you very much for sending me these pictures. And we're going to discuss a few things at this point. Are you getting home inspected right now? Lewis LPRC, what's going on? New York City 007, what's going on? Mike C, what's going on? Chris Crash RC, what's going on? RC 1867, you're very old, my friend. What's going on? OMG RC, what's going on? Anyway, so let's talk about the RC itself. Like I said, Anthony Harris ended up showing me a few sneak peeks on the RC of the brand new E Revo that's going to be coming out. Yeah, I saw the desert truck body is the whole video as well, and everything that's coming with the desert truck. Is it worth the kind of money? We'll see. So with the E Revo, what they've done, they in actuality changed a few things with the E Revo, and primarily what they changed with the E Revo is, let's start off with the body. So the body in actuality has a plastic place on the top of it. If you could see that just a little bit better over there. If you look at the back of the screen, it looks like it has the self-writing to where you hit the button and it just goes back and forth when it's flipped. I'm curious how that's going to work out because of the wing. The body does look a little bit different because it kind of like overlaps just a little bit over the wing itself. They also changed out the tires. The tires definitely look a lot more aggressive than the Talon tires that initially came with the E Revo. So we're going to come across and talk about the internal components of this RC as well. So they ended up going with the same type of drive shafts that the X-Max has, which has been a big argument with a lot of people that do this E Revo setup, because they always complain about the drive shafts breaking. I guess TRAXXAS ended up taking into consideration about having the drive line strengthened, so it's going to be set up very similar like the X-Max. Also, if you look on the power plant that's on this RC, it looks like they ended up going with the TRAXXAS VXL System 6S. Which in actuality was the same type of ESC that came with the Traxxas X-Max 6S version. They ended up going with the protectors for the shocks, which looks a lot different than before. I mean, there's just this, it's on the front and rear of the RC itself. So ended up going with a few of the protectors on the shocks. But let's talk about the way the body is set up right now. Now, they are going away from utilizing the regular clips and also going with the X-Max version, where it's going to be, the body's going to be slipped on, I guess. As you can see on the body mount, it doesn't look like it's utilizing any of the the body clips as well, and it looks like it's going to be a snap-on chassis, snap-on body design, which that definitely is a cool feature. Joe, what's going on? The only minute complaint that I have once they upgraded this was the way the positioning of the batteries went. I kind of thought they would have come across and went with the type of design that that Arma ended up going with, where the batteries ended up coming up underneath and you're able to put different size batteries. But initially, it's still a strong RC. So I just wanted to go in with a little bit of an introduction on the new E Revo. My only gripe with it, I kind of thought they would have went with a bigger RC. As you guys well may know, TRAXXAS ended up coming in with their Desert Buggy, which is a 1/7 scale Desert Buggy. I think it's gonna go for $799. I think is MSRP on that. So that's primarily with what TRAXXAS is going to be doing with this type of RC. I don't know what they're gonna be spending on with this new type of E Revo. Uh, the E Revo has dropped. I mean, you could probably get it for like 520 right now, but with everything that they're doing with the E Revo right now, the E Revo already comes with the TSM, but you're gonna have, you know, protectors for the overlay shocks, different type of body which mounts onto the RC. The chassis looks like it's still the same. They strengthened the driveline, which is probably definitely cool, and also they're getting away from their regular Talon tires and going with a more aggressive look on that. So, yeah, I mean, tell me what you think. Is if I already have an E Revo, which my bad boy is right there, should I even get this type of E Revo? I know a lot of discussions have been happening as of late if I'm going to go with the new Desert Buggy. As of right now, yes, and the diffs have changed as well with the new E Revo type setup. I don't know if this can go sideways. Yeah, there we go. You know, they have changed, strengthened the diffs as well. And once again, I'd like to thank Mr. Anthony Harris for giving me this type of information. He ended up sending me an email with pictures. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to talk about this. So, also, I'm kind of surprised, even though the X Max, they gave you a fan. I'm surprised that TRAXXAS wouldn't give you a fan with the new E Revo. Like I said, you know, I think their biggest innovation that they're having over here is that they're strengthening the drive line on the RC with the diffs, with the drive shafts, and also the body. I always hated the way the body pins were on this RC because they would just pushed all the way in and everything like that. So this is a definitely cool update that they've done with the E Revo. They kept it classic with the design that they have over there. And it still looks like you're getting an E Revo, but with all the initial upgrades that are out there, I would say, realistically speaking, if this RC, when this RC does come out, it will probably jump up $200 with that. So, what does that sticker next to the servo in the front? The sticker next to the servo in the front. I guess I'm going back one page. The sticker next to the servo in the front. That sticker? Who knows? I can't read any of that. Yeah. I mean, look, I think the body... No, that's the same. The motor mount's still the same. The ESC is definitely the old VXL system that came out for the X Max, the 6S version. Look at the way the shocks are set up right now with that cover piece. I've never had any issues with anything, you know, interfering with the shocks, the lay down shocks, but I guess that's a different type of design. The way the body mount is going to be interesting. It's going to be set up exactly the way the X Max is. So they're veering away from all the pins, which is a cool thing. It's also the same in the rear. It looks like, if you look at the back, that's the way the wing is set up, but they strengthened where the wing comes across because that in actuality is on the shock covers as well. Let me see, Warhawk, what are the improvements, Gio? I am just joining in. Okay, so I'll give you a heads up. Let's go back to the beginning for you guys that have just joined in for the 2018 release. of the new E Revo. So basically what they did on the outskirts is that they changed the body design. So the body design is going to have I guess a plastic piece that's going to be over there. If you notice in the background of the pictures, it does have the upright scenario where you hit that button, you're able to lift it up when it's on its shell. The body's a little bit different right now. The way the body is set up now is it's not going to have the pins anymore. As you can see, there are no pins on the body itself. And that's why it's going to be set up like the Traxxas X Max, where it's going to slip in and click on. Now, as you can see, the tires are more aggressive. These are not the Talon tires that initially came on the RC itself, for the E Revo itself, and the brushed E Revo and the brushless E Revo. They are going with a little bit more aggressiveness on this. Now, the driveline. Now, let's talk about the driveline on this RC. So, as you can see, like I said to you before, they're not going to have any pins. It's going to be the same type of scenario where you're slipping in the body, and it's going to be, you know, no body clips, which that's something that was very annoying with the original E Revo. Now, also, as you can see, they changed a little bit. They changed a little bit of the features on the laydown shocks. As you can see, there's more of a protector over there, and also there's a little bit more of reinforcement that's over here. That's happening on the laydown shocks. They are going with the Valenian 6S system, the same Valenian ESC that came with the Traxxas X Max 6S. The driveline is going to be different. They're utilizing the driveline same way it's set up as the X Max, and also they're going to have steel drive shafts on this as well. So they did improve on the diffs. They did improve on the drive shafts, which the the E Max and the E Revo should have always had steel drive shafts initially installed into them. So primarily that's something that they have improved on once they did this type of setup. Now, I'm looking around at a few other different things that they try to change out, but the major components that have been changed out on the E Revo, which a lot of people have complained on because they're investing back in the days $700 something on an RC, is the driveline. And I think Traxxas learned from companies like Arma and everything like that, that a lot of people are investing a lot of money, like the Nero, investing a lot of money and getting bigger bang for the buck. Now here's a discussion that I was having earlier, Warhawk Legend. That is my only gripe about what's now. I haven't seen underneath, but judging by the right side of it, it looks like the battery trays stayed the same. I've spoken about this in numerous amount of videos, where if they ended up re-releasing the E Revo, that they would set up their battery trays kind of like the way the E Max was set up, to where you're able to put, not that you need to go with an 8S system, but that you're able to utilize, you know, their higher MAH rated batteries. You know, I mean, people utilize the two 5,000 milliamp Traxxas batteries that slip in there and everything like that, and all the other companies that have 5,000s. But people want to jump in, you know, with a higher runtime on the RC. That was one of the gripes that I had when I saw this type of installation with the new E Revo. And I kind of thought, you know, with everything that's been upgraded on this thing, I kind of thought they would have hooked up a fan. I mean, they already did a fan for the X Max, which I thought was pretty cool. Now they're changing the whole driveline. I kind of thought they would have put a fan in there with the new E Revo. A lot of people are not talking about the E Revo, but everybody's into having the brand new desert buggy. So that's what people have been talking about. But I just want to give you a little bit more of an in-depth look about what it looks like right now. And I think it's pretty cool. This is something that would definitely... have you ever found a 3S hard case LiPo that would fit in the E Revo? I think it's probably not Onyx. That's a good question. I think I have one, but I'm not sure. I'm not too sure if it fits in the E Revo. You know, it's very hard to find something like that. So, let me see. Yeah, definitely should have made a bigger battery box. Yes, yeah, definitely so. So I know a lot of people are talking about the new Desert Buggy, and as you guys well may know, I am buying that desert buggy. There's nothing that's going to stop me from getting that desert buggy and presenting it to you guys day one. I think its MSRP is $7.99. I don't know what the hobby shops are going to be selling it for. I think the I'm going to get it for maybe 750, or depending on how it works out. I don't know. What does that mean for my other RCs now that I'm getting a desert buggy? I might get rid of the Yeti XL and sell it for a cheap price. You know, maybe trade it into a hobby shop. The thing's in mint condition, so I have the box and everything that comes with it. So I don't know. I don't know, because I have too many vehicles to get. Somebody has to go. I don't like getting rid of RCs out there. Usually, if I have an RC, it stays in the family for a little while. But this is primarily what you're going to be looking at. And this is an RC that I definitely have a lot of fun with. And it's definitely going to be coming in there. 2020, yeah, possibly. You know, we'll see what happens. You know, but I just, I'm buying two. Guess why? You're going to buy one for me and one for you? Come on, man, I had to say that. Either that, or you're probably gonna chop one up and make one big one. So that's my opinion. So yeah, hopefully this video is informative to you. I want to keep you guys up to point. Once again, special thanks to Anthony Harris. He in actuality sent me the pictures for this. Gio, how heavy involved is Castle Creations with TRAXXAS company? Are they part owners or are they shareholders? Well, Castle Creations have been major partners with Castle for many years, but they've been major partners with a lot of RC companies. I mean, look at the Axial SCX10. I mean, that's a Castle Creation motor in ESC. I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not a fan of Arma, because they've never utilized the type of motors and ESCs that I've used in my RCs for a while. If you look at the XO1, the Castle Creations E Revo X Max, well, not X Max, but you know, Emax, and a lot of the RCs that they have out there, those motors and ESCs were built by Castle Creations. So I'm pretty sure they're heavily involved with primarily the R&D that Castle does with TRAXXAS. But just like HPI, that they call theirs the Blur, it's still the same type of electronics that are happening in there. So yeah, definitely check a few things, check a few of those things out throughout the time. Keep notified on my Instagram, GeoStealthR1, as you can see right there. That is my Instagram page right there. I try to keep you guys up to date with a lot of things. I kind of thought this was a cool discussion. I know people are going crazy right now for the Desert Buggy. Don't worry about it. I will have it day one. They're telling me it's going to be there ASAP, but you know, that's primarily it. I'm going to go over the last few of the questions that you guys are having. Randy Thomas, Geo, how heavily involved? I just answered that question. Bar Harbor Badgers, I love cutting up tracks. LeJay, love you, Gio. Your thoughts on the new buggy? We'll see what happens when I get it. I saw the video. It looks like it's a badass machine. My only issue is that, you know, I own the Axial Yeti XL, and well, I'll keep that self-reserved for that. Dennis, left my elves. Haha. Yeah, I was wondering what you thought about it. Didn't you say you wouldn't own a TRAXXAS? Warhawk Legend. I have to say thanks, Gio, because when the E Revo dropped to 229, I wanted to get one, but I had wanted to get one, but I had to back off my mind, not because of you kept saying the new one is coming out, so I held off. TRAXXAS, dude. You know what? This is primarily what I was talking about. Now, I kind of thought they would have came across and went with their R&D, knew how huge the X Max was, and made a bigger X Revo. Not to say it's not in the works, because you know they have to utilize all the parts for the E Revo right now, and they ended up, you know, slapping a few things together. And I guess maybe they're gonna get, you know, utilize much of the parts that they have, because this is a definitely great selling product. But that doesn't exclude the X Revo from coming out. Let me see. Bar Harbor Basher, laughing my ass off maybe, but Axel is done after this and the TRX. Yeah, we'll see what happens in the near future. Bar Harbor Basher, Dennis, smile. Warhawk Legend 69. Have you yet? I have yet to see the buggy either. The damn TRAXXAS is going wild. You know, TRAXXAS is doing a lot of things. So, did you see the Bronco kit? Oh yeah, I presented the Bronco kit, I think a month and a half, 2 months ago for the Bronco kit. So that's going to be the new TRX with the 2.2 rims and the tires. And you should see it on my Instagram. I know you and I go back and forth on Instagram. If you watch an older Instagram post that I have, I ended up throwing it up there, I think a month and a half ago or something like that. So that's going to be coming out. Stacy, so the diffs are beefed up. Yes, they made the diffs a lot stronger, like the X Max. Also, they made steel drive shafts for just like the X Max. The body's going to be changed. There's going to be no more body clips. The tires are totally different. This RC is probably going to be $750 minimum. $750 because now they're investing a lot of money into this RC. Walk Legends, I am so much more excited for this, even if the X Revo came out, because the size is better for me. What I've been waiting for forever, an updated E Revo. I'm so excited. You know what? You did tell me about that, an updated E Revo. So this is definitely a lot of people. I mean, a lot of people do invest a lot of money into this. I had to get MIP drive shafts. I had to strengthen the diff scenario on this. As you can see on my RC, I have trenchers. I mean, there's a lot of things I had to do with the E Revo. Having everything a la carte, plus the upgraded tires, which a lot of people complain about the Talons. Talons are not bad. I mean, I have a whole bunch of, I probably have like boxes upon boxes of tires that I don't even use, that they're brand new. So that's something to look into. Dennis, yes, I did it right back. Wallet's going to be hurting. Yes, the wallet will be hurting. New York City 007 bangers. I didn't notice that those are 17mm wheels. I don't know. Oh, wait, on this or the other one? I'm not too sure. Let me see. Bahar Bashes, the UDR used the 17mm too. Oh. Randy Thomas, has Jayco gone out of business? I missed those foams on my Rustler. They have not gone out of business. It's kind of like a private place. They come out during the summer times, and that's primarily it. They never came out with the carbon fiber edition in a while. So this is the new bad boy that people are not talking about yet, but they will be talking about. I ended up showing this. Oh man, I don't even know how long ago. This is a while ago. January 21st was when I first showed this picture. And let's go all the way back. And here we go. This is, look when I sent this out. October 31st, 2017 is when I initially got the first pictures of this RC before, I think it was like right before TRAXXAS released it that hour. I ended up getting them, and I'm like, give it to me, and I ended up shooting these out before TRAXXAS even sent them out. So that's I don't know how they felt about it, but I ended up doing that. You know, this is even before they ended up going. Yo, wait a minute, you're even on this? What's the matter with you? Look, your name is there. What do you just look at pictures and just go by? So yeah. So that's primarily, I'm going to be getting that. These are a few pictures that are on my Instagram. I show a few things out here before I actually do my videos and stuff like that. You see crazy things. I mean, people have been asking me about this picture and stuff like that. And, you know, if you look closely, closely, that is a mini Z right there. These are the crazy things that I do. Yeah, so primarily that's what's going to come out soon. TRAXXAS hasn't said anything about this RC yet, but definitely exciting, you know, for people who checking a few things out and stuff like that. Definitely exciting. Like I said, keep tuned on my Instagram. That's primarily when I get information like that. I try to throw it to you guys pretty quickly before I'm able to do a video. because it's easier for me. I mean, I do fun little things on my Instagram page, you know, like people are dying for me to build my little Voltron collection and stuff like that. So, yeah, so I try to push a lot of information out on my Instagram page and stuff like that for you guys to check out everything. And then primarily you'll see me if I'm drinking, you know, I'll do something like that, you know. So if I'm, you know, if I'm doing anything, you know, I'll just shoot up a picture and stuff like that, and you know, try to keep you guys informed of everything that I'm doing, you know, and stuff like that. So that's primarily it. Hopefully you guys like the presentation of this. You know, I try to keep you guys informed of the new stuff that's coming out. I know a lot of people are talking about the desert buggy. People are freaking out trying to get that desert buggy day one. I will have that desert buggy day one, even if I have to sell. Where's Goose Chase? You will like this. Hold on. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Let me pick you up. I'll pick you up, and I'll show you exactly where Goose Chase is with my bottles of Grey Goose. It's chill. It's just relaxing right there with my, and I have my other Grey Goose box, which I should put it up there and have it up and do that, you know. So yeah, as you guys can see, I do make my popcorn and stuff like that. Yeah, that is my Optimus Prime.
All we need is a little energon and a lot of luck.
So yeah, that's my Optimus Prime. I'm a huge Transformers fan and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's primarily it. I just wanted to keep you guys up to date of what's initially transpiring in the RC world. And yeah, so keep you guys. Let me see if I can get a little bit of a bigger picture on my iPad for you guys to get a better visual of this RC. Hold on. Bam, 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 bam. Here we go. So hopefully this gives you a better visual of what the RC looks like. And yeah, so this is what's going to be the new Cat's Meow with the new E Revo. So hopefully this information was definitely informed to you. Like I said, I try to bring you guys a lot of the new things that are coming out and stuff like that. I'll go over the final new statements that you're making. Bahar Bashir, poof, like a state of Maine has enough money to sue them. Wick Splitters, Bahar Bashir, you're gonna sue TRAXXAS for that rear diff idea stole from you. Warhawk Legends made my morning, dude. I'm glad I was able to give you that. Randy Thomas, I guess you enjoyed the Goose Chase. Warhawk Legends, Optimus, yep. Let me see. Walk Legends, Walmart exclusive Optimus Prime from 2007. Do I have that? And I have this whole box of Optimus Prime stuff that I haven't even opened. So, let me see. I might be posting up the emails. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess lawsuit. Wick Splitters RC is I got your back, Barbara Basher. So I guess something's going down. That's my RC. Holla at work. Breakout. Got a break of TRAXXAS last night about the trophy truck, trying to prepare for one. Well, yeah, the trophy truck should be interesting when it comes out. So yeah, so hopefully, like I said, you guys are informed with what's going to come out with the brand new E Revo. I think that's primarily it. I mean, people ask me what the hell I do on my pad, and this is what I do. I do my work on my iPad primarily with my company and stuff like that. So nothing. I don't think I have any type of pictures even on this thing. Yeah, this, you know, I mean, I think this is one of the t-shirts I'm going to be making up for you guys to wear. Either that or I'm going to make a whole bunch of posters and send them out, you know, on this type of setup. So we'll see what happens, you know. So motorcycle season does not start yet, but it will be starting very soon. And just to give you guys a heads up, you know, this is my bike. This is what I ride around in all the time. So that's that will be happening very soon, and that's when I stop doing videos and just start living life. So let me see. They got way too much. Well, be safe on the motorcycle. Thank you very much. Wick Splitters, do you think they will release these new trucks in like 6 new trucks, success months later? Yeah, who knows? I mean, I'm still a believer about the X Revo. There's no reason why TRAXXAS would not do an X Revo. with all their R&D work, with the amount of money that you can spend on an X-Max, and also all the stuff that they have ended up taking out. They're already putting the drive shafts and everything on the E Revo. Why not make the X Revo? And I believe that will be coming out very soon. How about the big move to Cali? Um, I was in I was in my meetings. Like I said, I was in Philadelphia and stuff like that. We started doing training on the iPad and everything like that. I started discussing with a few people about me transitioning myself to the main headquarters in California. So if that does happen, it will happen probably in August. I will be going back to Texas. Well, I'm gonna go to Texas. I think in a few weeks. I don't know for my Texas buddies out there. But I'm going to be doing a few things with Texas, and we'll see what happens at at that stage of the game. My companies are based in Texas and in California. The main base station is California, and not too sure what's going to be happening in the near future. But that being said, we'll see what's happening with my move. I'm probably going to do a little bit of a documentary of packing up each and every one of my RCs and boxes, and making that type of move. And we'll see what happens in the near future. I'm not too sure what's going to be happening on my end, but you know, a lot of things need to transpire before I even make a move like that. A lot of people are looking at me to keep them more informed about what's happening in the RC world and stuff like that. I think a video blog of me traveling and showing you guys, my move. And if I do move to California, it's definitely going to be a 2-bedroom apartment. One's going to be for my bedroom, the other one's going to be for my RC room. So that's primarily what's going to be happening very soon, and we'll see what's happening, in the near future with that. So as I'm loading this, I don't know why, but this thing is so slow. Let me see if I can get this going. You got storage from RCs? Let me see if I can pull this up over here. Hold on. Maybe this is faster. Possibilities. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. Okay. I think it takes forever when you're loading. Okay, pro scale. Ugh. I guess when you're doing the live stream, yeah, this thing is just taking forever. I don't know if it's the TRAXXAS website. Let's go to TRAXXAS Home. Or I'll just jump off the internet of my house, since I'm live streaming with you guys, and go off my 3G. Get out of this. Go to the TRAXXAS Home community. And like I said, this thing takes forever. Yeah, well, you know what? Go on the TRAXXAS website. You'll be able to see all the pictures that are out there for the new desert buggy or trophy truck. I believe it's trophy truck they call it, but trophy whatever. It's going to be something that's going to be pretty interesting once it comes out, Let me start closing stuff up. Let's see. Hopefully I can get this thing loading, which is still loading, and this one is still. See, this is where I'm at. I'm loading on both things, so I'm not too sure if you guys are jumping on the website right now. I'm trying to set this up, either that or I'm streaming too hard. But anyway, definitely check out a few things. Hopefully this presentation was good to you. And like I said, keep informed on my Instagram page. I'm on Google Plus. Also, keep informed on Twitter. And if you have any questions, send me email to geostealthR1 at yahoo.com. So if you like the video content, always give me a thumbs up. I like to syndicate these shows for you guys to see, AV news and stuff like that that comes out with the me doing all the RC stuff. That's we're able to interact with this, and I'll be able to give you a lot of technical know-how on that. So any questions, leave a comment below. Rate, comment, subscribe. Someone follows up on YouTube. Later.